Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. This is Uma Shankar, All India IIT Coordinator. Welcome to JEE Main Sure Daily Series Season 2. Yeah, so far we have completed Season 1 successfully, and it is Season 2, Series 9. And the speciality of Season 2 is here through this season, we are concentrating the some of the shortcut tips and tests. Tests are in the form of topic-wise part tests or grand tests, or sometimes assignments also that we are providing. They are very, very useful, genuine assignments, because these are the collections of myself, and I have prepared all the assignments on my own. I have collected very good questions, and I have created some of the beautiful, innovative questions. They are just on par with the standards of JEE Mains and Advanced Examination. If you are thoroughly preparing and surely concentrating JEE Mains as well as Advanced, all these assignments and tests are very, very useful. You will strengthen your mathematics also. Again, actually in series 8, we have concentrated matrices and determinants 1, that is on theoretic part. Now in series 9, again I am concentrating matrices and determinants. This is part 2. My request is, please don't forget to check the description, because through description I am providing all important links for you, not only for season 9 and previous seasons and previous information, previous videos information also, the question papers and assignments, everything that we are providing. They all are for free of the cost only, not necessary to pay not even a single rupee also. Don't waste your money also. But the thing is, you just follow and subscribe and share our channel. Okay, my friends. Now again, today's topic is matrices and determinants. Again, here we are concentrating 5 important theoretical concepts with 5 supporting problems. And along this video, I am providing one JEE Main beautiful assignments. Now coming to my friends, concept number 1. See, I plus a square and so on up to infinity. It looks like what? A geometric progression. Suppose in geometric progression, if 1 plus a square and so on up to infinity is there, then sum to infinite terms is what? A by 1 minus r, that is 1 by 1 minus a, where mod a less than 1. Provided it is what? For real numbers. Whereas it is matrix. So, though it appears like 1 by 1 minus a, but it is not 1 by. It is not 1 minus a. It is I minus a whole inverse. That means inverse of I minus a. This is the meaning of inverse of I minus a, where I is identity matrix. Where I is what? Identity matrix. Identity matrix. Please don't get any confusion. So, easy way to remember the formula, just like sum to infinite terms of GP, but whereas on paper you have to write it as what? Inverse of I minus a, where I is what? Identity matrix and a is the given matrix. See, the application, they may give question like this. Find a 1 plus I plus, not 1 plus, I plus a square up to so on infinity, where a is equal to a 2 by 2 matrix, minus 1, 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Immediately what can you do? You find I minus a. What could be the I minus a? I means 1, 0, 0, 1 minus a, that is minus 1, 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So what is your answer? 1 plus 1, that is 2. 0 minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is 0 minus 1 by 2, minus of minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Next 1 minus 1 by 2, that becomes 1 by 2. This is what I minus a. Now you take inverse of this. You take inverse of this. That gives what? The value of this infinite summation. And you know very well what is inverse of ABCD? What is inverse of ABCD? 1 by AD minus BC, D minus B minus CA. You change the diagonal elements and change the sign of other elements. Apply that formula, you will get the answer. Again I am repeating, why I am concentrated on this particular as a concept? Because questions were repeated. In the place of A, they may give any 2 by 2 matrix. Very simple 2 by 2 matrix. Obviously, you can apply this formula, you will get the answer very immediately. But don't get confusion that there is not 1 by 1 minus a, that is I minus a. That is what? I minus a inverse. Okay. See, 1 by a doesn't mean that a power minus 1. Matrix story is a different one. Okay, my friends. Now coming to concept number 2. Yeah. These are the, here I in this particular series number 9 of matrices and determinants, I am mainly concentrating on the properties and algebra of the matrices. That means, suppose if AB equal to A and BA equal to B. See my friends, these are the most important models, theoretical point of view, how to utilize algebra of the matrices. That is very, very essential. This kind of basic questions only they are asking in competitive examinations, especially from matrices, because thereby you will understand what is the commutative property and its application, what is the associative property and application in the sum and product rule, etc., etc., in matrices. So they may give options like this. If A is equal to A and B equal to B, then what is option? B equal to identity matrix, A equal to identity matrix, A square equal to A and B square equal to B. Then what to do? See, the solution would be like this. Suppose you take one of them, A equal to AB. And what I am doing is, just I am replacing my B with BA, which is given from what? This one. I am replacing my B with what? BA. By associative property, here I can write it as A into BA equal to AB into A. But what could be my AB? Again, for AB is my A. I have substituted it. So A into A becomes A square. So finally what I got? A square equal to A. Similarly, on the same lines, you can proceed and you can solve. You will get B square as B. So answers are what? C and D. Of course, in mains examination, they may give, they never give two options, two right answers, more than one answer type of questions. But in practice point of view, if you are practicing the questions in this way, at least you will get confidence on the options. So here, what I am going to say is how I applied the property of commutativity in matrices. That is, I am applying. And moreover, if A square is equal to A, what can I say about A? A is an idempotent matrix. So, they may give statement like this. If AB equal to A and BA equal to B, then A is options. A is idempotent, B is idempotent, both are idempotent, something like that. So, what could be the answer? A is idempotent is right, B is idempotent is right, because you know that A square is equal to A. Then, but again, important point is, here, what is A? Whether it is a square matrix or not, you need to check. Clear, my friends? Now, coming to concept number 3. Again, if A and B are square matrices such that B equal to minus A inverse BA. Listen the statement very carefully. A and B are what? Square matrices. They are what? Both are square matrices of same order. Such that B equal to minus A inverse BA. Then what could be the A plus B whole square? Of course, there are several options are given. But you know it very well. What is A plus B whole square? That I can write it as A plus B into A plus B. This is my A plus B, A plus B whole square. So, don't write that A plus B whole square just like in algebra. A plus B whole square is, in algebra, what can we write? A square plus 2AB plus B square. That is in algebra. But not in matrices. Matrices, you have to write A plus B whole square as A plus B into A plus B. Then here, A into A is A square, A into B is AB, B into A is BA, B into B is B square. Why? But here, if A and B are two matrices, AB not equal to BA. AB need not be equal to BA. If they are commute, then only AB equal to BA. They have not mentioned anything about their community. That's why you please mention AB and BA separately. This is the important point to remember. For that aspect only here I mentioned this problem. Now coming to what is given for you, B equal to minus A inverse BA. What I am doing is, now I am pre-multiplying with A to B, then automatically that becomes minus BA, so AB plus BA becomes O. That means null matrix. You substitute AB plus BA equal to O here, then automatically you will get answer as what? A square plus B square. That could be the answer. Like that, if you are familiar with the properties and the nature of the matrices, then only you can derive this kind of results very easily and confidently. In general, in objective questions, they have been asking questions of this form only. Now coming to concept number 4. So my friends, see, if A is a skew symmetric matrix, then what is I minus A? What is I minus A? I is what? Identity matrix. See, of course, here I have not mentioned I as an identity matrix, but in the competitive examination, they should mention what is I. But as long as nothing has been mentioned, but you consider that as what? Unit matrix only. So, see here what I am doing. You know very well what is about matrix, symmetric and skew symmetric and singular, non-singular. All are familiar words for you. But which option is the correct answer? You have to find it. For that, what I am doing is, Now, this is the most important procedure I am considering. I am considering the homogeneous equation. Just consider this homogeneous equation, I minus a into x equal to 0, where x is a matrix of variable. Then after simplifying this, ax is equal to ix, ix is equal to x. That is, you call it as equation number 1. Now what to do? Take a transpose on both sides. That means ax whole transpose equal to x transpose. But as properties of transpose, what I mentioned, that is x transpose into a transpose is equal to x transpose. The same thing I have mentioned it. But again, x transpose. But if I have now, what is given for you, man? See, minus x transpose a equal to x transpose. By again, what I am doing is now post multiply with x on both sides. So minus post multiply means after that. So minus x transpose a equal to x transpose. You post multiply with x means x transpose a into x is equal to x transpose into x. But again, this becomes minus x transpose ax. That you can write it as minus x transpose x, that is as x transpose x. You called it as equation number 1. Therefore, from equation 1, x transpose into x becomes O. Whenever x transpose into x is equal to O, then automatically determinant of x becomes O. So the product of the matrix and with transpose matrix is a null matrix, then obviously the matrix is a singular matrix. So in the system of homogeneous equation, ax is equal to b, ax is equal to o, or ab equal to o, ax is equal to o, if determinant of x is equal to o, then automatically your matrix I minus a is a singular matrix. This is one of the important funda. Clear? So whenever x possesses, see, ax is equal to o, and x is a non-trivial solution, x is non-trivial solution. Whenever x is non-trivial solution, then determinant of the coefficient matrix is equal to what? 0. Whenever determinant of the coefficient matrix is 0, then the matrix becomes what? A singular matrix. So one way, indirectly, through this problem, what I am going to say is the behavior. So if a system of homogeneous linear equations possesses non-trivial trivial solution, then what would be the condition? That indirectly here we are proving. Clear, my friends? So all the properties, you please be careful. See, the important point is here consideration of this one is important. Just like if ax is equal to o, ax is equal to o means where x is a variable matrix. Ax is equal to o means system of homogeneous linear equations. So this is ix minus ax equal to o. Ix, that means ax is equal to ix or x. Take transpose on both sides. So what is that? X transpose A transpose is equal to x transpose. But what is A transpose? Because A is what? Skew symmetric. What is A? Skew symmetric. A transpose is equal to minus A. You substitute the minus A. So minus x transpose A equal to x transpose. Then what I am doing is, again I am multiplying with x on both sides. So minus x transpose x equal to x transpose into x. Therefore, that becomes x transpose x equal to O. Therefore, x determinant of x becomes 0, because if I have taken determinant of AB equal to determinant A into determinant B like this, because these are the numbers. So determinant A into determinant B equal to 0 means what? Both determinant A equal to 0 and determinant B also 0. That means if a determinant of x is equal to 0 means it possesses a trivial solution. Whenever it possesses trivial solutions, only if the coefficient matrix is a singular one. Singular one means what? Determinant not equal to 0. This is the procedure behind the screen. But as a statement, you remember that if A is a symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix, then I minus A is always a singular matrix. You practice the statement like this. You practice the statement like this. Now coming to concept number 5. Similarly, if A is a symmetric matrix, then I minus A whole inverse into I plus A. See, this is another matrix. I called that as a what? B. Now I want to find what is B, whether it is a singular or symmetric or skew symmetric or orthogonal. If it is singular, show that determinant is 0. If it is symmetric, show that B transpose is equal to B. If it is skew symmetric, show that B transpose is equal to minus B. If it is orthogonal, show that B transpose into B equal to I. These are the methods. So my question is, now I want to check what is B. So the procedure is like this. So what I am doing is, I am finding B into B transpose. What is my B into B transpose? What is my B into B transpose? My B is what? 1 minus, not 1 minus, I minus A whole power minus 1. That means inverse of I minus A into I plus A. This is B into transpose. That is I minus A whole inverse into I plus A. I plus A whole transpose. Again, what I am doing is, I am applying my formula. What is AB whole transpose? AB whole transpose is B transpose into A transpose. Clear? All the properties I am applying, previous properties from concepts 1 to 5, 1 to 4 in the previous video and this video. Here I applied what? A transpose whole inverse is equal to A inverse whole transpose. That's why in the beginning of the concepts I have introduced these things. Now what happened? Since A transpose is equal to minus A and A plus B whole transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose, apply all those properties. Now it becomes what? I minus A whole inverse into I minus A, I plus A into I plus A whole inverse. That means this is an A into A inverse is equal to identity matrix. Like that, this is an identity matrix and this is an identity matrix. So you got identity matrix. That means the product of a matrix and its a transpose is what? Identity matrix. Whenever the product of a matrix and its a transpose is identity, then the matrix becomes what? Orthogonal matrix. So answer would be orthogonal. So what I am saying from this problem is, whenever A is a skew matrix is given for you, then I minus A whole inverse into I plus A, or I plus A into I minus A whole inverse. I plus A into inverse of I minus A. It is always orthogonal matrix. That means, suppose if A is given for you, they may ask, convert orthogonal matrix through A. If they ask the question like this, then immediately what to do? You find I minus A and its inverse, and you find I plus A, find product, you will get orthogonal matrix of A. So this is the way to find orthogonal matrix. So orthogonal matrix is very, very important property in a matrix. My friends, these are the most essential theoretical applications and algebra of matrices. That's why I have concentrated on this particular video, because finding product and subtraction, additions, those things one can solve. But in general, people are neglecting this area. Though it is very easy, but they are in general neglecting. But my suggestion would be, you practice this kind of questions. At least in the coming, say, February session, a March session, or April session, or at least in a May session, you may get the questions from this one. Hope you will enjoy this. I think if you like this, and you please share and subscribe my channel, we will meet season 2, series 10 soon. Okay, my friends, thank you and wish you all the best.